I am Reza Nova Ramadan from Group 8, Class 3C.
Hello, I am Natalana Putri from Group A in Class 3C.
I'm Sela Rafika Septiana from Group A, Class 3C. Okay, here I will explain about the nature of sociology of literature. The sociology of literature is a specialist area of study which focuses its attention upon the relation between a literary work and the social structure in which it is created. It reveals that the existence of a literary creation has the determined social situations. The sociology of literature is an outcome of the complementary relationship between literature and society. Literature written in a certain period of time is directly connected with the norms, customs, and traditional of the day. So, literary work is regarded as the segment of the society. However, the earlier critics analyzed literature only in the context of socio-cultural conditions of the day, ignoring the author's worldview and ideology of the gatekeepers of literature. The sociology of literature thus combines both the ways and studies literature in its totality, along with the study of the subject matter from style and rasa and bahasa, or sentiment and emotional fervor. It studies the interaction between the author, reader, patron, publisher, and distributor of literature. The sociology of literature is not only an interdisciplinary but also multidisciplinary endeavor. It studies the social, political, economic, and cultural institutions and explores the varied fields, people and their life and behavior. So it is described as a collective action of the advance in culture sociology, dialectical, Marxism, reception theory, genetic structuralism, and mass communication. So many explanations for me, and thank you.
The sociology of literature. The major concern of the sociology of literature is the relationship between literature and society. And this relationship has been conveyed in different ways by the sociologists, historians, and the literary critics. They discuss different theoretical approach and methods of the sociology of literature. In Sociology of Art and Literature, M.C. Alberts point out that the sociology of literature encompasses a variety of 5 points of the sociologists, historians, and critics rather than a clearly defined subject matter or general theory. Their views about the sociology of literature have been manifested mainly in two ways. The first way is historical, the effort to describe historical trends in art of literature, to trace their growth, achievement, and change over time. The second way is an attempt to discover how the forms of art to come into being to account for their qualities and styles, to assume the influence of the various conditioning factors on the worldview of the writer and his works. For the better understanding of the theoretical approach, these ways are broadly defined into the realist and pragmatist. I will continue. Literature as a kind of sociology. Ruth and Wolf state, literature is seen as a source of data, often data of a type which would not otherwise be accessible to a sociologist, and as a carrier of crystallized values and attitudes, as well as information about institutions. They further point out that Lewis Chaucer's collection of extracts from novels in sociology through literature is the best example of this approach. In short, both sociology and literature are not far apart as one might think. The only difference between them is that, unlike sociology, literature is the concern with generalized reality of society. The sociologists take this generalized reality as a source of data and transform it into a specific expression.
B. Social genesis of literature. The main theoretical problem at the center of the sociology of literature is the social genesis of literature. The main questions discussed here are: how does a literary work arise in society? In this regard, Goldman states, the essential relationship between art and social life doesn't reside in the content of a work of art offering a description of the events and characteristics of that life. Rather, the relationship rests in the categories which organize both the day-to-day consciousness of a social group and the imaginary universe created by the writers. The view of both Escarpit and Goldman clearly show that society is the base of all literary works. An individual's thought or feeling can only be understood in the context of a social force and the structures of collective consciousness. C. Literature as a social product and social force. The above-mentioned process of the sociological studies show that sociology of literature is very essential for the analysis and interpretation of literature. In fact, this process and method are not developed in a single period. The several critics and social thinkers contributed intensely and seriously in the development of this theory. The theoretical premises of the sociology of literature, from Madame de Staël to the modern sociologists and literary critics, show that one cannot assess and analyze a literary work without the socio-cultural context, the sociology and psychology of the writer, and the social institution and determinants of literature. Sociology of literature is thus a cluster of the currents of different ideologies. It shows that a literary work is not an individual but a collective phenomenon. In a nutshell, sociology of literature studies the role of the aspect in the existence and success of literary work. In order to know the sociology of Orwell novels, it is necessary to examine these aspects. The major objective of the succeeding chapters of this research are to find out the role of the social aspects discussed in this chapter in shaping the ideology or worldview of George Orwell and the creation and success of these novels.